guys, we have already seen, the first, guys, we have first is front-end component. That is done. We have actually created an app service. And guys, we have pushed HTML, CSS files into it. Am I correct? The project 1. Now, guys, the project 2, where we actually, this is my backend. Here, guys, we have created function app service in the cloud, and we have deployed .NET Core function app. Azure, you will call it as Azure Function. Azure Function to my backend. This is also this is the second component of your project. And now, guys, let us see how to deploy the database. Now any project will have at least these 3 components. So this is finished. This is finished. Now let us see how to create a database. Very easy, guys. Now go back to home. Now search for SQL database, guys. This is the database which I'm going to create. Actually, yesterday I have shown you a normal database, guys, which has been installed in my system. I have shown you one table. Did I, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir. In table storage you.
Yeah. Now, guys, very simple to create the database. First, let me open the existing local database which I have in my system. It is opening. It will take 2 minutes, guys. Wait for a minute. Yeah. This is, guys, if you see here, this is my SQL server. Actually, it's a software installed over my machine. If you observe, guys, it is having one server name. Am I correct? This is the name of the server. And after there is the authentication method. When I connect to this server, guys, this SQL server is having a lot of databases in it. Go to databases, and you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are a lot of databases, guys. This database related to AppFresh, it's a project, guys. DFN is another project. Digital MR is another project. Full stack another, POM, SBI Bank, student, guys. Each and every database related to one project. And if you observe, guys, all the databases will be installed over one SQL server, guys. So, guys, to have a database, you need to have a server. If you don't have a server, you cannot create a database. Database cannot hold itself. It should have a server, and you can work on a database when it is there with the server. So, guys, here, let me close this. Okay. Let us create our database.
Is there any link? Is there any link that can help us to create? Like to install a server, on
in my machine? In the machine, actually, guys, you can install. It's a priced version. The cost of this is 30,000, guys. No need to install on your machine, na? Okay. If you want to install, I think there is a community edition available, but no need to do that, guys. You no need, na, because this is used by the database person. So as a DevOps engineer, no need to use this. Okay.
Okay.
Now, guys, let me go. If you observe here, guys, you have to select the resource group. This is resource group, and you have to give any name, guys, for database. For example, it's a student database. Type the name there. And, guys, I told you, to create any database, you should have at least one server. But, guys, you don't have any server here. So you have to click the button, create new. Now you will be moved to a server page, guys. This is my server page. Now you need to create a server also. So, guys, for example, this is learning batch 44. This is the name of my server, guys. Only lowercase letters should be there. Yeah, done. So this is my server name. How will you select the location? Can you tell me, guys? How you should select the location?
Based on the client
location. Based on the client location. If client's related to US, select US. If it's Australia, select Australia. Now, guys, here, The authentication method means, guys, if you see here, when you try to connect to any server in local system, there will be these three guys. If it is Windows, no need to give any username password. Just connect it because it will use my Windows credentials to log in. If it is SQL server, guys, you have to give one username and password to connect. In the same way, guys, here, there are three different ways of providing the authentication. The first one, guys, SQL authentication. That means, guys, you have to give a username and password. If it is Azure, guys, this is Azure Active Directory. That means, I'll explain that later, guys, what is an Azure Active Directory. If a user is there in this Active Directory, you can directly connect to the database. So guys, currently I'm using the third method. These two methods I'll explain when I explain the project 8, which is on Azure Active Directory. So for now, guys, let me use the third method, use SQL connection, and give a username and password. Username and password can anything, just try to remember it. Don't forget that. Now, guys, what I have just done, I have given a server name with SQL authentication. Okay. When you okay it, guys, you will come back again to this database place. Now, guys, this is my student is the database name, and I have just created a server. The name of server is learning batch. Now, guys, select no and select development. Actually, guys, if it is elastic pool means, guys, if you select S, what will happen? If you want to increase for example, initially you have created for 10 GB of database. Later you want to increase that to 20, 30, 40. If you select elastic pool, yes, then you can increase that without any problem, guys. So it is a test. So I'm not selecting the elastic pool. And guys, workload environment, there will be two things, guys. One is the production and development. So if you observe here, guys, if I select production, you can see the cost. What is the cost, guys? It is 17,828 rupees because, guys, it is using dual core OS processor, and the GB also, the space is also more. So, guys, for me, just I want to have development, because if you select development, guys, the cost will be like 300 rupees only. You know, guys, for each and every service you create in the cloud is come with a charge. And guys, if you want to change it, okay, guys, let you just click the button, configure database. When you click the button, what will happen, guys? Each and every project has a requirement, like they want to use, if you increase the cores, guys, what will happen? The latency will be decreased. That means, guys, you can fastly access the data in the database. When you increase the cores, and this is the, guys, the max and min cores will be there, increase these two. And actually, guys, you can increase the space means to 100 GB. You can increase at any point. You can mention that here, guys. So, guys, for now, I don't want to. If you increase the space, what will happen? The amount will be increased. So depending upon the course which you select, the size which you select, the amount will be increased, guys. No, I don't want to do that. I only want 1 GB of data. 1 core is enough for me. So that, guys, the price will remain very, you can see 11 rupees only for 1 month. Now click the button apply. Now you can see the cost only 11 rupees, very less. Look, now, guys, okay, this is also, before that, let me increase the core. 11 is very cheap. Let me go and increase the space, guys. I'll use 2 cores. And I will increase the size to 50 GB, apply.
What is that course means?
Core means, actually, guys, if you now, for example, guys, there is an application and the users of that application is like 100,000 users are there for that application. And that is one application one. And you have another application, the users are only 5. Now, guys, when there are very less number of users on your website, so always go with less score, because, guys, only 5 members are accessing it. But if the number of users are more on your website, you know, guys, all the users will access the database to log in, guys. The login credentials and everything will be stored in the database. So if you increase the course, what will happen? The speed, when you concurrently any number of users can log in, the website will never go down. Are you getting my point? Okay, let me explain in detail. For example, guys, there are 2 different types of applications. This is website 1, guys. You know, if your this is for example Amazon.in. This is website. Can you tell me, guys, this website will definitely have one front end? Am I correct? It will have one backend and it will have one database. You know that. And guys, here the end users are like 100,000 or 1 crore members. More number of users are there. And I have another website called 𝐏𝐥𝐞𝐚.com, for example. This is my own website. Generally, there are only 5 users or 2 users only there for this website. It's not popular. And though it is not popular, it will again have one front end, one back end, one database. Now, guys, when I create the database for this less users, I will always go with 1 core or 2 core, because, guys, only 2 users are accessing. So if they get any delay in accessing the data, no problem, because very few. But guys, if there are more number of people and if you are using only 1 core or 2 core, what will happen? When they want to access the data, it will not open that quickly. Their data cannot be fetched the database from quickly, because database is having less processing speed. For example, you are having a mobile with only 8 GB RAM. What will happen, guys? You cannot play multiple games. If you increase the RAM size, what will happen? You can play more games. In the same way, if you are having high processing speed, then the speed of the laptop will be increased, na, guys? Are you getting my point?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And what is the space? If more users, I will go with 100 GB. For less users, guys, only go with 2 GB is enough. The space, the storage space. So let me go back here.
Now, what is that max and min core? Like max means if there are
Actually,
number of users. Min means
no, max or min, guys, depending upon the user traffic, it will minimally use dual core. For example, 2 core min, max core 8. That means, guys, it can go from 2 to 8. If there are only 2 less number of users, it will only use 2 cores. That is enough. But if the number of users are more, it will go with 8 cores, so that those users can actually access the data quickly. Are you getting my point?
okay.
Okay. Now, guys, this is the backup storage redundancy. Very simple, guys. Actually, guys, each and every time when you create a service on a cloud, one duplicate copy of it will be stored. Why, guys? Why there is a need of a duplicate copy at the second copy? What happens if you don't have that? For example, guys, I have created the client location is US. So what I have done in US region, East US, I have created this database. The creation of the database is done. Now, guys, what happened? North Korea bombed US. So something and the bomb has landed on this particular data center. Then what happens, guys? Whatever the data which is stored in the data center, that will be lost. Am I correct or not?
Yep.
Then what happened? The application will not be accessible. So, guys, what Azure do? For each and every database, there will be a second copy. The same database, everything same, will be stored in another region. For example, guys, now if it is storing the second copy in Australia, if something happened to this data center, the application will not go down. The data can be fetched from the second data center. Are you getting my point? Not bombed, guys. For example, what can happen for this data center? There may be a power failure occur at this data center. Is it possible, guys? Power failure can happen. Or there can be a network failure, like there is no internet for the data center. Sometimes what will happen, the data center some earthquake can happen at the data center. So, guys, so to not lose the data, Azure what will do, it will actually create another copy. And, guys, the other copy, where it will create, that decision will be taken by Azure. How? Is it locally or zone or geo? Guys, if it is locally, means, guys, in the same region. For example, the primary data center in India, Mumbai, then the secondary data set, the second copy will be in Hyderabad, only 200 kilometers distance. If you select zone, guys, what will happen? In the same continent, primary in India, secondary in the Philippines. If you select geo redundant, what will happen? Primary in the US, secondary will be in the Australia. Are you getting my point, guys? So, guys, if you select locally, why the price will be less? If you select zone, a price will be more. If you select geo, price will be way more. Why? Because, guys, if you increase the distance between the two data center locations, the price will be more. Can you, why, if it is a complex application, guys, we will always go with geo. Can you tell me why? Why I cannot take local? For example, guys, locally means if something happened at Mumbai, the same thing can happen at Hyderabad. Am I correct, guys? For example, an earthquake happened in Mumbai, it may affect Hyderabad also because the two data centers are very near. Are you getting my point or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes,
guys,
yes.
depending upon the complexity, you have to select anyone. In real time, we'll always go with geo, guys. But it is a practice class. I'm creating local because you know I will delete anyway in few minutes. Now just click the button. Now, guys, you can see this. The total price for this database is 587.05 Indian rupees per month. So, guys, before creating the database, you have to take a screenshot of it and send it to your TL and PM. Because, guys, database is a very costly resource. In real time, guys, you will be creating some 10 TB, 100 TB data storage with a lot of codes. The price will be like some 2 lakhs per month, from 10 lakhs per month. In that way, guys, you have to share this document with him, and you will take a proper approval. Your PM says, okay, you can create that. Then you have to come and create this button. Are you getting my point? Depending upon the codes and the GB, the price will vary. Is it clear, guys? Okay. Now click the button create. Now what we are doing, we are actually creating the database. Wait for a minute. Now, can you tell me how many resources which we are creating here? Can anyone tell me how many resources which we are creating here? Two. One SQL server, other one is SQL database. Am I correct, guys?
सही है
Yeah, I'm creating two
सर्वर बनाएगा डेटाबेस स्टोर करेगा
yeah, this is SQL database. In the same way, you can see the server also. These are the SQL servers. I'm creating server along with a database. So wait for a minute. The deployment is in progress.
While creating these servers, you're not explaining those networks and all those. Those are not required.
No, it required. Actually, guys, when you create VM, anything, those things will be there. So what will I do? After we complete our 5 to 6 classes, then I'll explain all those middle tabs, guys. Don't worry, I'll explain. You have to know that, but not now. Later part, you
Okay.
need to know that.
Okay.
If I start explaining, if you don't know anything about a network, if I explain now, you don't understand anything. When we complete the networking part, then you will understand why I need to use that for this service. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. VMs and databases will take more time to create, guys, because a lot has to be done. So it will take at least 1 to 2 minutes minimum. Great. Meanwhile, I'll explain one more concept, guys. Here only, guys, when you guys, to access the database, first there will be one server. Am I correct, guys? We have created that also. That is my SQL server, which we have just created. And this server, we can create as many database as we want. For example, this is project 1 database. And the same server can contain project 2 also. So guys, database server, you will only create once. The server you will only create once, but the databases you can create as many as you want in the server. Is it clear, guys? Because all the databases will reside inside the server only. Am I correct? Is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
Now, guys, yeah, done. If you go to this, yeah, the data. Now, what is the name of my database? It is student. This is student. And guys, just wait for a minute. Click on overview. You can see this is the server name, guys. This is my server. Learning batch 44 is my server. And guys, when you create the database, can you tell me who need to work on the database?
DBA person.
DB person, database analyst, or DB person should work on it. And guys, after you create it, you have to, there is a concept called connection string, guys. You have to send this connection string to the database person. Actually, guys, the database, you have to copy it and you need to mail this string to him. So that, guys, you know, database person will have his own laptop, and that laptop, he will be using this software. So what will he do? He'll click the button connect, and here you have given this particular server now, guys, the connection string. He will copy the server name. He'll paste it here, and he will select SQL authentication. And you have given the username and password. Do you remember, guys? You will give them to him, and he will click the button connect. Okay. Before that, guys, you have to do one more thing. What is that? Let me tell you. Now, guys, we have created the database, but if you want to access it, there are two ways of accessing. One is by using this software. The other one is, guys, by using query editor. This is the query editor. Just click on this, and guys, here you have to give your username and password. Do you remember, guys, when we created the server, we have given one username and password. Try to access it. But what will it tell when you try to access it? It won't allow you to log in. It is saying that your SQL server is denying your connection, deny public network access. Because, guys, if to access your database, you have to go to your server, which you have just created. Go to your SQL server. Yeah, these are my servers. Click on SQL servers. And this is the server which you have created. And here, guys, go to networking part. This is networking. Go here. And guys, here, wait for a minute. Select network, and guys, these two will be shown. Here, guys, add your IP address. This is my IP. Click on this button, and here, guys, select this. All allow Azure services to access this server. Here, I have created database, that is one server. When you allow it, what will happen? That server the database can access this server. Now, wait for a minute. We have updated the network part of my SQL server. Now, go back to the database. Now, guys, click on it. Now, try to hit the query editor. Now, this time, give your password. Yes. Now, click enter. Now, guys, you can access it. Now, you have inside your database, and you can see there are some tables, views, procedures. So currently it is empty because we have just created it. You want to create any table, you can do that. So this is the way of entering into your database. This is one way. A second way, actually the database person cannot come here, will not open the database in the cloud. He will not work here. Then where will he work? He will work here. So he will select, give the server name, username and password, click the button connect. Then what happens, guys? The same Azure cloud database will be opened here for him. You can see this is the database, guys. This is his own local database. This is the Azure database. You can see, guys, learning batch 44 is the server name which we have created. And this server has one database. What is the database? Student. Are you getting my point, guys? Now, whatever he do here, that will be replicated there. For example, guys, let me create one table. And who will create all the tables? Can you tell me? We don't create it. Our work is to give the connection string to him. Later, he will work on the database. He will create a lot of things. Okay, guys, don't worry to know how he will create it. What is the way of creating a table? No need to know it. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
Good. Yeah, good.
Now, guys, for practice, I will give some 2 to 3 queries, guys. If you have time, practice it, because in the future, we are going to use them. So, guys, very simple. This is person. Yeah, just select this. I'm giving these 3 queries in the Slack. Very simple, guys. Now, let me execute these queries. First query, guys, this is a query which will create a table. Let me open my now this is the database now, guys, local the Azure. Copy and paste it. What will it do? It will create a table called person, and it will have 5 variables or attributes: person ID, last name, first name, address, city. Now, when you run it, what will happen? One table with the name person will be created here. You can see this. This is one query, guys. Just run it, guys. No need to know it. If you don't run it, then also okay. Now, this is a second query. What will it do? It will actually insert some data into it. So just click the button, run. Now, what will it do? This person will have this data. How to view the data? This is the second query, guys. To view the data, this is the query which you need to run. Just select, run it. Now, what will it do? We have just created some data into my database. You can see this. Are you getting my point, guys? So this work will be done by the database person. So don't worry about the queries. If you want to run, you can run these 3 basic queries. Okay, what is the work of this query? Can you tell me, guys, what this query will do?
Create a table.
Yeah, a new table with the name has been created in the database. And what this query will do?
It will insert the data one by one.
Yeah, for example, guys, we have already inserted one data. This is the data. And how you insert second data? Next, the name should be, for example, this is Venkat, and last name should be Korupalli. And guys, person ID, name, last name, first name, address is Hyderabad. Example, Telangana. Now, when you run it, guys, what will happen? Another new data entered. We have just inserted new query in it. So how to view it? To view, use this query, guys. What will it do when you run this? You can see there are two data there in the database. So this is the way the backend person will create it. Why I'm telling these things, guys? In one of the project we are going to use it. So just know these 3 queries. Is that okay? Knowing, will you practice these 3 queries, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very simple. If you don't practice that, then also okay. So guys, we have just created one database, and we have the database person. This is the way the actual person will connect. And if you want to practice, because you don't have this software now, guys, directly open the database, and whatever the queries which I have given in this Slack, just practice, just type here and run it. Then you will be seeing these tables. So guys, what we have just done, we have created a database along with the server. And tomorrow, guys, what will we do? We can actually execute queries by using build and release pipeline. So tomorrow, guys, we will create a build and release pipeline to create the database tables in the database. Okay. So today's assignment. Are you following, guys? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Create
Yes, sir.
build and release pipelines for function app. Do that definitely. Second, guys, create SQL server, create SQL database, and execute the given queries on your database. Okay, guys?
Venkat, we have tomorrow also class.
If you want me to explain, I will explain. Otherwise, we can meet on Monday. It is up to you. Shall I take a class on tomorrow also?
Yes, sir. No problem.
If you are available, then we will connect at the same time tomorrow. No worries.
For the doubt session or for completing the assignment, Venkat?
Actually, tomorrow we will have a doubt session. Okay.
Definitely. Thank you.
Tomorrow, the entire whatever I explained till now, that we will discuss one more time quickly in tomorrow's class. Okay.
Thank
guys?
you. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Let us all meet tomorrow.
Please, can I suggest something?
Yeah.
I mean, because as you used to send because today is like day six class, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know whether it's possible for you maybe just like label.
Okay, let me explain. Initially, we thought we can complete the course in 18 classes, but now it will not complete it, guys. The classes will be like some more. I will take more classes. So don't worry. Okay.
Yeah, but my suggestion, please, like just for today's class, if you want to send us the video, can you just put the name of the video, like maybe function and also database?
Yeah, they will actually, someone will ask you guys. One of you guys should give the name. Anyone can actually. Once
I'm trying to give all the names, sir.
yeah, try to do that, guys, because I am having other classes. I'll be very busy with my company work, so I cannot.
I think George can view the comment and verify which
Yeah,
class for what.
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Yes.
So it is very, very important to give the comment. So try to, anyone just type the thing there, na? Very simple. Okay.
I understand. I just mean in the future, maybe someone would like to search a video maybe for database. You just, instead of seeing like the 5, you will not recall to you that maybe the 5 was for the database. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. I understood. No worries. We'll do that, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Let us all meet tomorrow. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye.